How's everybody doing? This is Ashton Raymond with I Am Motivation. And today I want to talk to you about failure. What's your meaning of failure? When someone says you're going to fail, what does that do to your mind? What does that do to you as a person? Does it do you get excited when somebody says you're going to fail? Don't do that. Or do you back off like, yeah, you're right. You know what? I'm not going to deal with that. Well, I think failure is necessary, which most of us here, especially nowadays, as we come into this new world of consciousness and a lot of people understand the power of your mind. But I'm going to give you my take on failure. I think failure is a great thing because if you're not failing, you're not learning. We tend to, as people, avoid things that too hard. We tend to avoid things that takes you out of the comfort zone of growth. But failure, in my opinion, is like hearing a no. When you have a goal that you're trying to reach and you always hear no, 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 that no is getting you toward the yes. So failure is the same thing. If you have a goal, if you have something you're trying to accomplish in life, and you're constantly failing at it, but you're steady persisting, well, that failure is for you to. It's shaping you into what you really want to be. So what I mean by that is your failure is getting you closer to your success because now you know that what you're doing doesn't work this way. Failure doesn't mean give up. I'm done. I failed at it. I won't ever do it again. See, we find ourselves when things don't work out the first time, we find ourselves not doing it again. We find ourselves we done. We're not gonna ever touch it again. Well, then how do you expect to succeed? So you could say, for example, I like to use me as examples because I'm living proof. I'm here. I'm living proof. Say I'm failing at my YouTube videos. I don't know, but I'm persisting on. I won't give up until it gets better and better and better to the point that where I perfected this. So we we allow fear to keep us from glory. Like it's like this. We look at success as such a precious thing when actually it should be the norm for us as people. Like being successful should be normal. Now you determine success. Me, success is waking up in the morning with joy in my heart, going towards what I want to do, not sacrificing me as a person for something that I don't want to do. Like I, I'm I'm not happy. Like I'm grateful for to have certain things in life, but I'm just not fulfilled and I'm not happy. So I don't feel successful. But success is something that you go towards that allows you to benefit from the fruits of your labor. You benefit from having created an idea and being able to profit off of it. You benefit from being able to perfect your craft of maybe a great storyteller, or you may be good at growing plants, or you may be great at building homes. I mean anything, but we we tend to allow the failure of things to keep us from it. So as I just take this journey through life, I'm down for the failure. I love failure because I know if I'm failing, I'm growing. Because I get to learn. I get to learn like, okay, so it didn't work this way. Now I'm gonna try it this way. Oh, okay, it didn't work that way. Now I'm gonna try it this way. Oh, it's getting better, but it's still I need to tweak. So you just constantly grow. You don't stop growing. You keep pushing. You keep pushing for what you want. You know, we have to realize that you are better off for the world around you, the people around you, when you are your highest you, when you are the best version of you, when you as a human being are living to your full potential. It's like this. I said to myself, I said, okay, if today was my last day, what would people say about me when I leave? Would I be immortal? What would people say, he gave it his all? I think so, because I'm I'm doing everything I can do. I'm getting up early. I'm learning about different foods, and reading more books, and trying to be the best that I can be. So hey, I think so. I think my wife would say, hey, he really tried. Like he became successful in his own right. Now we have to continue to persist on. Don't ever give up. Stop that, because you're you're letting your higher self go. You're just giving up on it. You're throwing in the towel and say, hey, I'm gonna stay here. This is it. I can't do anymore. Now, by all means, if you're happy in your life, then keep pushing. But don't ever get content. Don't ever get comfortable. Like, there's no comfort, because if you're comfortable, you're not growing. Just because you got the nice house and a nice car and a cool job and you got a nice income coming in, it doesn't mean you have the right to stop learning. It doesn't mean you have the right to not want to know anymore. Because if you're making $30 an hour, or if you're making $40 an hour, however much you're making, 15, whatever, just know that you can make more. I was reading a book by Earl Nightingale, and he said, the human being, if they're at their highest potential, is expected to make about $84 billion. Think about that. Think about that. The human being, if it uses his highest potential, really tapping in, then he can make about $84 billion in his lifetime. And we're talking 40, 50 years ago, at least, when that was quoted. So we're in a new time. Look at you. You have billionaires out there. You got guys making big money. It's possible, but we put success so high up that it's almost like it's unattainable. Like you can't obtain success. You personally, like you give more glory to someone else than you do your own self. We give more glory to basketball players, football players, for their talent than our own. So start to learn you, figure out who you are. What are you about? And I guarantee you'll learn a lot about yourself, and you'll start to live a better life, and you'll get out of the box of just doing what following society's protocol. You don't necessarily have to do that. And I'm trying to explain this in the form of look, I get it. We got to get up. We got to do our thing. But in the midst of that, take a chance on yourself. Have faith. Try that new idea. Just see where it goes. And if the spark goes away for it, then try something else. Write down ideas all day. When something comes up in your head, I don't care what it is. I write down things all day. Some of them, hell, 99% of them won't go anywhere, but it just takes one idea to get you over that hump, to being able to buy a home cash, or being able to actually not say you want to go to Africa, but you can actually afford to go. Stop doubting yourself. Really believe in yourself. Figure out who you are. Like I said, once again, I'll explain this again. For me, the day I stopped doubting myself, I walked away from a great company, because I figured that I'd make more on my own than I would under someone else's umbrella. I'll get a chance to really learn who I am. Is it an easy journey? I'd say it's challenging because this is all new. I mean, look, especially as adults, I'm 31, so it's like you whipping the mind all over again to convince it that you are great. That you really believe that you can be whoever you want to be. So it's a process. Like, it's not the easiest task, but I'm down for it. Look at the alternative. We get, like I said, we get stuck, we get confined, and we just kind of just get complacent. And when you're not happy, your body starts talking to you. The universe works in the craziest ways, but some people, your body like talks to you like it hurts for some reason. I don't know why, but it's the universe communicating with you, letting you know you need to get up and move around, or you need to make a decision, do something else. It does that. I run into a lot of people that just make great money but just unhappy, and it lets you know. I figured out about maybe 3 or 4 years ago that money isn't everything, in the form of like, it won't make you happy. It's what you're doing that makes you happy. Like, your gift makes you happy. What you're pursuing in life makes you happy, because the money follows that. Money is just energy, literally energy. And once you have that understanding, then you're unstoppable. So failure, you need it. Embrace it. You want it in your life. You have to fail, because you get to look at the scope of things, step back and like, oh, okay, so it didn't work that way. All right, so let me try the other way. Or, it's not about, when you have a goal, just because it didn't work this way doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It's just a better way. That's all it is. It's not that the goal is bad. What you dream of doing is bad. That's irrelevant. What you're doing, what you want wants you. Don't worry about that. It's going to come. It's just a matter of when and how and what's the best way. So failure is okay. You're not gonna lose everything because you failed. Stop it. Stop being so scared. And you can't try things once. Like, everybody, I guess we want to be a one-hit wonder. You know what I mean? Like, look, I was 370 pounds at one point in my life. I lost 125 pounds at one point. Then I failed and gained 150 back. Then I lost 170 pounds. And I was nice and cool, and my body was getting there, and then I gained a few pounds back. So, but I'm back on it again. Like, I won't ever give up. That is not in me to give up, but you have to know you. So figure out who you are, figure out what you want, figure out where you're going. This is Ashton Raymond with I Am Motivation. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.